Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on Off the Bench. It is September 16th of 2025. We are 3 games back out of first place. We lost a very crucial game 1 of this 3-game set, 7-9. We'll take a look at the box score. It was a heartbreaker. While I explain, I got an Elgato so I could record these videos better and stop having the PlayStation glitch where I'll record something and it'll just be kind of a blank screen or it'll freeze. Get over here. We had 4 home runs in this game. Gleyber Torres, Jordan Westburg, Trey Sweeney, and Colt Keith all went yard. Skubal only pitched 2 innings. He got roughed up for 6 runs. He got roughed up so hard this game, it bumped him out of the Cy Young voting. Yeah, it did drop him. He was above Garrett Crochet for a little bit, and it dropped him out of the top 3. So it's been a while. The last video I uploaded was obviously the Jackson Jobe debut. It was 2 weeks ago now. I gotta get back on this. Let's take a quick look around the league before we jump into this very important 2-game set. We will be playing pretty much the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, and then we'll see where we're at before this Cleveland Road series. We're almost to the end of the season, and this is the most important series in baseball is our next. Honestly, until the end of the year. Boston series is a little different, but we have to see how Cleveland plays during that. So these are all must-win games from here on out. And if we look at the rotation, we can give you a little jump in since it's been a month and a half. Skubal is obviously still having a great year besides that of 1 outing in Cleveland. Down here, Reese Olson has been on fire so far still. Casey Mize has been having a great year. He's carrying that. Jackson Jobe, if he would have got called up sooner, probably Rookie of the Year. Kyle Harrison has still struggled, but he is our number 5 starter, so 4 ERA for a number 5 isn't bad. I think moving Matt Manning to the long relief role saved his career with us, because he was pitching very poorly before he got moved there. Will Vest has struggled this year. We'll see what we're going to do with him. Foley's having a pretty good year, actually. Bo Brisky's having a great year. We'd love to see that. I love Bo Brisky. Andrew Chafin is the one lefty we have, so I kind of have to keep him up. Besides Tyler Holton, so. Camille Duvall having a great year still. 29 holds, 2 ERA. Brendan Hanfee, we called him up as our September call-up. He was having a great year in AAA, and I liked these ratings where they were at, so. And then Tyler Holton has been our closer. He's been fantastic this year. A 1.77 ERA, only 10 walks allowed, 1.2 WAR, 2.77 FIP. He is fantastic. Lineups still leading off is Riley Green. We didn't extend Riley Green. Hopefully we're able to get that done in 2027. We probably should have done it this year. Harry Carpenter we did extend. He's here until 2029. Got him through his arbitration years and everything. He's hit a career high 31 home runs this year. He's got an insane 821 OPS. Bit down from last year, but that's just because he's not walking as much, I guess. I would say he's just not walking at the same pace. Last 10 games has been fantastic for him, although it is a bit homerless with only 1 home run. Torkelson has cooled off a lot since his hot start, but he's just maintained a little bit above average pace. Utility man has been Zach McKinstry all year. He plays great defense. The bat is poor, but it's kind of coming around. I do like how he has the pinch hitter quirk, so I haven't really found a gig for him. And then Andy Ibanez down here. His clutch and, power and contact against lefties, and the fact that I can plug and play him nearly anywhere and he's going to play great defense is the reason he's going to continue to have a job for this team. I feel he is a valuable bench bat. He's a valuable right-handed bench bat, utility man. We probably will have to find Zach McKinstry's replacement in this offseason, but we'll see. Here we are. September 17th, 2025. Cleveland leads this series 1-0. Detroit needs to sweep Cleveland to stay 1 game out of first place. If we lose this series, we could honestly lose some very important footing in this division. We do not want to be wild carders. We want to take the AL Central in our first season. We will be against Shane Bieber tonight with Reese Olson on the mound. Let's get into it. Welcome back, Tigers fans. It has been a while. We sit in the month of September, like we said in the pre-game show. This is a very important game for Cleveland, and they have a pitching duel on the mound tonight. Reese Olson versus Shane Bieber. Both of these guys have been excellent all season long. Look at the head-to-head coming up right here. 30 starts each,
12-10 record for Beebs, 11-7 record for Reese Olson, 3.18 to a 2.93 ERA, 7.08 Ks per 9 to Reese Olson 6.67, and then walks per 9. Again, Reese Olson is barely out of the race in all of these stats against Shane Bieber. Bieber's been pitching at an ace potential, but Olson is one of the best number 2s in baseball. I don't know how you go from Turek Skubal and then you gotta fight Reese Olson the next day. Cleveland knew how to get to Skubal yesterday, so let's see what happens with Reese Olson on the mound. 170 innings so far this year, 1.14 whip, 126 strikeouts, 17.9% strikeout percentage. The walk percentage is a little high at 7.3, nothing to be too worried about, as he hasn't really allowed any of those runners to come around and score.
Center fielder, Lane.
Leading off for the Guardians today is Lane Thomas. Struggling all year so far, 222 average in the month of September, or just on the season, but he's still sitting there in September. Still getting those extra bases sometimes, though. There's a ground ball up the middle past Olson. Keith is going to make a little dive at it, but he won't be able to get there. One on now and nobody out for Cleveland early.
First baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
It's kind of not how we wanted to start this game. There's another ground ball up the middle. No double play will be had. Olson's not able to have it. He'll recover and make the play to first. One down, and now a runner on second base for Cleveland. Looking at Cleveland's lineup tonight, Lane Thomas, Nathaniel Lowe, Steven Kwan, John Kenzie Noel, Big Christmas, Will Brennan out there in right, Kyle Manzardo in the DH hole, Bo Naylor, Daniel Schneemann as well. Schneemann playing second today, Rockio at short. We're not going to get any action of, Jose Ramirez at third, as Big Christmas is there today. Foul ball by Kwan. Inside, misses for ball 1.
1-1.
Kwan's count's going to run 1-2. Swung on and missed. First strikeout of the game for Reese Olson comes against one of the guys who doesn't strike out. That's a good sign for the game, kid. Up and in, fastball. Kwan couldn't catch up to it. Beautifully placed. This could be a sign Olson's on one today. When he's on and he locates his pitches, he's one of the hardest players to even hit. First pitch to Christmas is hit hard but foul. 104 off of the bat. 226 average for him as well. Ground ball hard over to Sweeney. 102 off the bat, but it will end this side. Cleveland strands our runner at second. Detroit will follow. Green, Carpenter, and Torres when we come back. On the mound today for Cleveland, like we said, is Shane Bieber, their ace. 30 starts this season, 12-10 record, 1.84 innings pitched, 2.9 ERA, 1.16 whip, 145 strikeouts. He's at a 19% strikeout percentage, and he'll face Riley Green. 274 average on the year for him. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. Historically, very good against Bieber. So does this Detroit crowd agrees. Shouting MVP for Green as he flies this ball into left for out number 1. I feel like an MVP could be in this man's future. I feel like an MVP could be in Kerry Carpenter's future. He's following here. Takes a high ball on the outside. Close. Count's going to run 2-1 for Kerry. Line drive or ground ball up the middle for a base hit. Took that circle change, kind of middle low, just drove it up the middle. Beautiful piece of hitting for Carpenter. 107 off of the bat. Gleyber Torres following. He's not slumping too hard, but he's kind of trying to break out of a little something here. He's been averaging a hit a game, but no extra base hits for him. Acquired his third All-Star nod this year, 2025. See down there, it was 18 and 19, 2 years in a row.
That's out.
Ball misses outside. 1-1 count to Torres. Swings through the low slider. That is not something he wants to be swinging at. Bieber got him chasing there. 1-2 now. Torres has really held his own, though, with Detroit. It's a one-year deal, prove-it deal, and I think Torres has proved it. Those little chopped foul. He could be looking for an extension or a huge free agent contract this offseason. There's a ground ball. There's another base hit into right field. Back-to-back base hits for the Tigers with one away here in the bottom of the first. Already looking better than yesterday early on. Just a nice piece of hitting. Was able to go opposite field with it. Something Torres doesn't get to do too often. And you know, when he does, that means he's seeing the ball really well. Circle change just left a little hanging middle on the outside for Torres. Torkelson follows, takes the first pitch low.
1-0.
Torque has had to adapt to new pitching this year. He's also got his first All-Star nod. But he's had to adapt to pitching. Pitchers are really attacking him low, so he can't lift the ball into the air at all. That ground ball's barely foul. Easily would have scored Carpenter. 1-1 now. Outside, 2-1. Pitchers are, they're going on the outside half, so he's pulling the ball. But if he's pulling an outside pitch, it's usually just a little dribbler to third, as that ball's fouled off as well. They found out how to pitch to Torkelson. Early on this season, he was dominating pitchers. And he will here. Line drive through the middle. Carpenter's going to score. Torres to third. Carey's going to stay at first. It's a 1-0 lead early. 117 off the bat, does that say? Hit extremely hard right past Bieber and the umpire. Jordan Westberg follows here. A little fly ball. Foul. Westberg trying to break out of a slump of his own. Ever since coming over from Baltimore, he's been pretty shaky. Takes the outside pitch. 1-1 count now. He did homer yesterday. Helped us try to mount that comeback. 2-2 here. Swung on and missed. That knuckle curve beautifully placed by Bieber. His first strikeout of the day. Now there's 2 away here in the first inning. Look at this. Beautifully placed on the outside. Westberg couldn't do anything with that. That ball broke perfectly. Well, Keith following here. 2 away. Little foul ball dribbler. Count's going to run 0-1 now. One of the many Detroit Tigers offensive players this year to hit a career high in something. That ball's hit flied into center for out number 3. So Detroit's on early. Hopefully they can hold this lead. Torkelson on one today. Back here with Will Brennan leading off. He's hit a career high today, or this season, 54 runs. Finding a way to get on base and be scored. First pitch by Olson is popped up, heading towards foul territory. Green on the run, and he'll make the catch. Beautiful play by Riley Green. Excellent range out there and left. Kyle Manzardo going to follow here. 709 OPS on the year, 252 average. I assume the on-base percentage is kind of what's holding that OPS down. First pitch by Olson is chopped foul behind home plate. 0-1 count now. Olson kicks and deals. Oh, that ball's crushed. Right field, but foul. Just 7 feet outside of the pool. This game could have been tied up. 1-2 now from Olson. Swung on, popped up for Green. A little bit of a win, but he's there in time. 2 away here in the second inning.
Batting 7th, catcher Bo
Reese
Naylor.
Olson's making quick work of these batters. 15 pitches here in the second. Bo Naylor following. First pitch to Naylor is drilled into the gap. Green is not going to have time to get there. Baez won't either. The ball will hop over the fence for an automatic double for Bo Naylor. His 17th of the season. Olson just left his curveball hanging way too long over the dish. It broke very late. First pitch to Schneemann is swung on and missed.
0-1.
Outside fastball. 7.75 OPS for Daniel Schneemann. If we could give a round of applause here, we would for that. That's a great season so far. 0-2 count. Cold strike 3 on the outside. That sinker was nowhere close on the outside black. Schneemann is absolutely livid, as well as the rest of Cleveland's dugout. Olson works through the second, scoreless. More baseball when we come back. 68 RBIs this season. Jake Rogers leading things off. 21 bombs, ties his career high. The average and the walks haven't been there for him as he lines the ball into left, caught very easily for Quan.
Batting 8, shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney found himself starting the lineup today. We moved Javier Baez to center, and Sweeney got the start at short. It's probably how things are going to be looking permanently for the rest of the season as he takes the outside cutter. He had a pinch hit home run last game, that 2-run shot. Cleveland held their 9-7 lead. There's a line drive into center. That ball's hit hard, but playable. And not as deep as I thought it went. Off the bat, I thought that ball was going to at least a warning track. But it won't. Javier Baez, here we go. He's following up. He's been heating up lately. 359 average in his last 10 games. But 217 on the season. First pitch to Baez is fouled off. 1 for 20 in his career against Shane Bieber. The odds are not in Baez's favor as that slider misses outside. 1-2 count.
That's a ball.
This is low. Oh, wow. Javi Baez working a count here. 2-2 count. 2 away here in the second inning. Detroit's up 1-0. Check swing. They're going to ring him up on it. Baez knows it was a strike regardless. And the Tigers go down 1-2-3. Back here in the top of the third, shortstop Brian Rocchio at the plate. So many players in this game alone have had career highs everywhere. Outside fastball called for strike 1. Comes Olson's second pitch. Swung on, grounded over to Sweeney. He had to move a lot for that ball. Stays planted, throw the first in time.
Now batting, center fielder,
A quarterback throw from Trey Sweeney. Nails Rocchio at first for the first out of the third. Lane Thomas up now. He singled in the first. That line drive, or ground ball up the middle, I should say. Full count for Thomas. The pitch. Grounded up the middle again. Sweeney won't be able to get it. Both Keith and Sweeney diving at balls up the middle from Thomas, and he's able to sneak him past him. His second single of the day and extends this inning. Nathaniel Lowe follows. Takes the high fastball inside. Olson's been loving that spot today, attacking it early on. Fouls off the slider. Quickly falls behind now. It's all about getting that first pitch of the at-bat to be a strike. I gotta disagree with Olson here. That slider missed a little low. He thought it wasn't. So we'll do it again. 1-2. Misses low. Rogers throws on to second. Not in time. Thomas is able to advance on the wild pitch. Rogers was there. The runner's going. Strike 3 called. The throw on to third. In time. Strike him out. Throw him out. Double play to the end of the inning. Cleveland thought they had something going there. Strike 3 called, and Rogers with a dot thrown to third. AL Central standings. We need to win these next 2 games to be 1 game out of first. We're trying to fight Cleveland for that first position. Everybody else is below 500 in our own division. Kansas, Minnesota, Chicago. I guess the biggest surprise is Kansas. Riley Green leading things off here against Shane Bieber. Bottom of the third. Takes the first pitch down the middle. Was taken all the way probably. This Detroit crowd still chanting MVP for Riley Green. Off the wall is that line drive. Green's going to second. The throw is way ahead of him and in time.
Yeah, you're out.
I guess you just assume any ball hit off the wall is an automatic double. But Brennan gunned him out at second. He gets to have Kerry Carpenter follow him. Swings through the first pitch he sees for strike 1. Carp's already 1 for 1 on the day with a single. He hit his own up the middle. 261 average on the year. 31 home runs. Swings through the cutter for strike 3. I guess he thought that was going to break more into the zone, but it just broke to the top of the zone. Beautifully placed by Shane Bieber. Gleyber Torres is going to follow here. with 2 away in the third, looking to extend this inning for Detroit's first pitch by Biebs is fouled off. Torres historically has great average against Bieber. 7 for 17. He's gonna chop this ball over to Big Christmas at third. Softly throw. In time. Detroit's gonna fall 1-2-3 again. Quan, Noel, and Brennan are due up for Cleveland when we come back.
Leading off for the Guardians, left fielder Steven.
Here in the top of the fourth, Olson at 39 pitches. Here comes his 40th. Grounded over to Torkelson for out number 1.
Now batting third baseman.
This is what we wanted to see. Somebody who's limiting the pitches he has to throw. Doing it efficiently. Getting outs efficiently. Olson's been doing a great job of that today. First pitch to Big Christmas is popped foul behind home plate. Power numbers for Cleveland. He's tied for second on home runs on the team with 15. Another foul ball. Only 7 balls thrown to 35 strikeouts by Olson. Make that 8. 1-2 count. Olson kicks. Fires. Swung on and missed. My voice cracked at how beautiful of a pitch that was. Strike 3 on Big Christmas. Well, Brennan's gonna follow. I love that nickname. I probably overuse it, but it's nice. 2 away here in the fourth for Will Brennan. Takes the first pitch low. The only pitch that's really been missing its spot today is that slider. Kind of trying to drop it in for a strike on the inside corner or get somebody swinging at it early. 1-1 count. Popped up. Green just has to shuffle back a little bit, but he's under it for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Cleveland. Detroit up next when we come back. Spencer Torkelson leading off top of the fourth, or bottom of the fourth. Biebs making efficient work too. That ball's lined into center field. Bat at the wall and gone. Spencer Torkelson for his 28th home run of the year. 433 feet. I was just going to get into how efficient Shane Bieber's been against us. And the first pitch he throws is rocketed up the middle and over the wall by Spencer Torkelson. 109 miles per hour off the bat. Fastball down and in. That's a pitch that Torque's been struggling with all year, but he was able to get a hold of one here. First pitch to Jordan Westberg coming next. Swung through and missed. Looking at the bat like, what did I miss? There's a hole in my bat. 0-1 count to Jordan. Popped up. Juan shuffles a little bit, but he's there. Out number 1. Juan barely needed to move. Colt Keith up next. He's 0-for-1 on the day. 259 average. First pitch to him is misses way high. Count's gonna run to 2-1. Pitch by Bieber. Popped up, kind of. Brennan's going the back. On the run, it's going to bounce off the warning track and over the wall.
2 bases.
That ball just kept carrying and carrying. Another look here. I thought it was going to be an easy fly ball for Brennan, but it's not. It drops right in front of him on the warning track. Nobody was able to get there. Jake Rogers now at the plate. Runner on second. First pitch. Lined up the middle for a base hit. Keith is going to score. Rogers is going to stay at first. And it's a 3-0 ball game. 110 off the bat. Rogers got all of that one but the launch angle. RBI single, his 69th of the year. Trey Sweeney's going to follow here now. In the series, he's 1-for-2 with a 2-run home run. Bieber looks, fires. Chopped over to first. Nathaniel slides, throw on to second, 1 away, throw on to first. 2 away, inning-ending double play. Bieber stops the bleeding early before it can start gushing out. Detroit adds another one. Beautiful play by Nathaniel Lowe here. A little slide to his left. Today's starters, Shane Bieber versus Reese Olson. It has been a battle, but Olson is winning it. 4 runs apiece, or 4 innings apiece. 3 runs to Bieber. 3 earned to Bieber as well. 7 hits to Biebs, 0 walks apiece. 3 strikeouts for Biebs and 4 for Reese Olson. Olson's only given up 3 hits, no runs so far. He's at 47 pitches here in the 5th. It's a great number to be at.
0-1's the count.
Averaging less than 10 pitches an inning. 0-2 count here to Kyle. He's at 50 now. Popped up for Riley Green. Very, very playable. 1 away. Efficient out right there. 4 pitches, I think.
Now batting,
It's an efficient out. Something Olson has been very successful with so far into this game. You know, lately he has been pitching into the 8th inning. He's done it a couple of times this year already as that pitch is fouled off. I would say Olson's more efficient than kind of anybody else on this team when it comes to pitching. That's also fouled off. 0-2 count here. Bo Naylor. Reese Olson. Called! Strike 3 on the outside. Slider started in and ended up on the outside. Great break on that one from Olson. 2 away, Daniel Schneemann, the second baseman, will come in. 0 for 2 in the series, 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch from Olson misses high for ball 1. That's the second highest batting average on the Guardians, 279. Comes a 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Reese Olson retires the side in order.
now pitching.
Oh, hello, old friend. John Means is back on the mound. He pitched in yesterday's game. He gave up some runs, but he's still holding a 2.76 ERA.
Leading off for the
He'll face Javier Baez first, who's 1 for 4 in the series with a double. 2.16 on the year. First pitch to Baez is in. Grounded softly over to Big Christmas. Throw on to first. In time, bang bang play.
now batting, left fielder.
Quickly 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 for 2 Riley Green at the plate. In the series, and tonight, it's a ground ball over to first. There's quickly 2 away for John Means. That is the fastest the Tigers have reached 2 outs in an inning all night, it feels like. Harry Carpenter's going to follow now. 3 for 7 in the series, 1 for 2 tonight, 261 on the year. 31 home runs so far, 77 RBIs. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. His count's going to run 0-2. The pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Wow, that's strike 3. John Means is not happy about that call. Tigers catch a break here in the bottom of the 5th. From 0-2 to 1-2. Still behind his carry. He's got to check his swing there. Did he go? He didn't. Count is even very quickly. 2-2. 3-2. Full count. From 0-2 to full count. All because of one bad call. This could change the entire perplexion of the game, the entire outcome of the game. We're up by 3 already. Ball 4. Carpenter walks. 0-2 to a walk. If Carpenter comes to score, that's all on the umpire. Now Gleyber Torres is up, who is already 1 for 2 on the day, so he could score Carpenter. That pitch misses high. Cleveland isn't out of it yet. It's only 3 runs here in the 5th. But I feel like if we could get up 2 more, we could put this game away. We can ice the game right here. Swung on and missed. Count's going to run 1-2 now for Gleyber Torres. The pitch. Fouled off. He's staying alive in there. Carey's still on first. Oh, they're going to bean Gleyber here. That 85 slider broke it on him. And now he just put 2 runners on for Spencer Torkelson, who's already homered tonight. 2 on, 2 out.
Aye.
Strike 1 low. I feel like all these pitchers are trying to pitch low and away to Torkelson, as that one's away now. Count's going to run 1-1. They don't want him to get something he can pull. But he already proved he doesn't need to pull it. He could shoot a dead center like he did this game. 1-2 count. 2 on, 2 out.
2 balls.
2-2 count now. Only up by 3.
The count's full.
Count's going to run full. 2 on, 2 out. Another run this inning could do it for Detroit. The pitch to Torkelson. Left field! All the way back! And gone! 455 feet for Spencer Torkelson. He gives the Tigers a 6-0 lead. Have yourself a game, kid. 2 runs, or 2 home runs already, and it's only the 5th inning. Do you remember on opening weekend, or our home opener against Chicago, when Kerry Carpenter hit 3 out? Well, Torkelson just hit 2. It's his 29th of the year. Both balls he hit today were crushed with a capital C-U. Lowercase r, of course. It's not 3. Swung on and missed here to end the 5th. Jordan Westberg goes down swinging. We're recovering from the Spencer Torkelson 3-run shot that we just witnessed. More baseball when we come back. Leading off here in the top of the 6th is Brian Rocchio. 58 pitches for Reese Olson. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Count's going to run 0-2 to Rocchio. 0 for 1 on the day. Line drive above Trey Sweeney's head. Lands between him and the left fielder Riley Green. It's a leadoff single for Cleveland. There's nothing much there Olson or really anybody could do. That was just a nice piece of hitting by the Cleveland shortstop as Lane Thomas fouls that pitch off. It's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. That second single came in a 12-pitch at-bat. The only at-bat that Olson hasn't been able to really get through efficiently. He's got Thomas down 0-2 here. The pitch. Shot towards Olson. No play at second. Throw on to first in time. Basically a sacrifice bunt, you could call that hit. Advances the runner into scoring position and gives one of the best Cleveland hitters this season a chance to hit. Strike 1 high.
0-1's the count.
Lau's on an 8-game hitting streak. Or low. 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded over to Sweeney. The throw on to first. In time, Sweeney shot that one to first. Absolute missile. So 2 away here with the runner on second still and Stephen Kwan at the plate. A strikeout and a ground out. That's the polar opposite of a regular Stephen Kwan day. Wow, he looked ugly swinging at that one.
2 strikes.
2-2 count to Kwan. The pitch. Taken for a cold strike 3 on the inside. Reese Olson allows the leadoff single and then shuts down the rest. Colt Keith, Jake Rogers, and Trey Sweeney when we come back. Welcome back to Comerica Park tonight. We've had a great game for Detroit. 6-0 ball game. 2 of those home runs we have today have come off the bat of Trey Sweeney. Or Trey Sweeney, I don't know why. I'm just thinking about Trey Sweeney and that pinch hit home run he had against Philadelphia. No, those 2 home runs came off of the bat of Spencer Torkelson as Colt Keith lines into center field for a leadoff single here in the 6th. We love hitting against John Means, don't we? And Stephen Vogt knows it. He's going to come out of the dugout and pull John Means. I'm questionable, you know, this is an important 3-game set, and then we're both on the road after this, so. Ben Lively's going to come in. 80 innings pitched this season. I guess you could say Steven Vogt likes to go to him. 288 average from lefties and righties, so I guess this is more of a mop-up role for Lively tonight. With his 4.81 ERA on the year. Jake Rogers at the plate takes the outside fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 on the day. RBI single in the 4th. He's tied his career high in home runs this season with 21. Ground ball over to third. It's going to get down the line. Rogers is heading into second. Keith to third. Double for Jake Rogers. His 20th of the season. 21 bombs, 20 doubles. Trey Sweeney 0 for 2 on the night. He's got a chance to make some noise here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 on and no outs. His count's going to run 1-2. Lively at, what, 5 or 6 pitches already? The pitch. Popped up. Deep-ish center field. That one's going to drop down. Keith's going to tag up. Rogers is going to run back to second. And now it's a 7-0 ball game. Sack fly for Trey Sweeney here in the 6th. Then Lively came in and immediately muddied things up. Javier Baez is coming up now. He's 0 for 2 on the night. He's due for a hit, though.
Ball.
Since moving him to center field, Baez has been batting 400 in the game. But he's going to have a little infield pop-up here. Rockio runs in. Out number 2. Quickly 2 away. Let's try not to strand that runner on second, Detroit. Riley Green at the plate. Swings through the first fastball.
0-1's the count.
Last 9 games, he's at a .316 average. 12 for 38. You know, when the fans chant MVP, ball's chopped back to the pitcher. Thrown on to first, and I'll have to shut up as the inning is over. Cleveland is down 7-0 through 6.
Leading off for Cleveland.
Welcome
third
back to
baseman,
Detroit.
John Kinsey.
Big Christmas is at the plate. First pitch by Olson is in. Lined over to second. Keith is able to make it there in time for the play. Great range by Colt
Now
Keith out
batting,
there at
right
second.
fielder, Will Brennan.
Oh, Brennan's going to follow. He's flown out twice today. 0 for 6 in the series. But he's played some great defense this series. He threw out Riley Green earlier in the game. He was trying to stretch out a double. Ground ball over to Westberg. Shoots it to first in time. 2 away. You know, these innings are boring, but they're needed if we want Reese Olson to keep going deep this game. 76 pitches here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Kyle.
Nope.
Take it for a ball. That was really close. When Olson's missed today, he hasn't been missing by much. Hit hard, but foul. Count's going to run 1-1. The only real great piece of hitting today is by Kyle Manzardo.
Ball, that's just
If we're not going to count that double that Bo Naylor had. Kyle Manzardo hit a ball 115 miles per hour, but
Ball,
foul.
that's out.
He'll see a 3-1 count tonight. The first 3-1 count I feel like Olson's found himself in. The pitch.
What do you
Did he go? He didn't. The first walk issued by Olson. He's got a 7-run cushion, so I'm sure he's going to have some grace here in the 7th. Bo Naylor's following now. He likes hitting against righties, even though it's not great splits.
Ball 1.
But the splits favor righties for him. Popped up or lined up. Center field. Baez is there. Inning over. Through 7 on Cleveland side, they're scoreless. 7th inning stretch time. Leading off this inning is Kerry Carpenter. Been rather quiet tonight, hasn't he? First pitch.
Ball
Low,
1.
ball 1. 13 pitches so far for Ben Lively. That ball's crushed foul. That looked like a classic Carpenter swing, but it just foul. 1-1 count now. Popped up. Inside fastball by Lively. Got him popping up to right field. 1 away.
Now batting,
Gleyber Torres will follow him. 3 for 6 in the series with a home run. 1 for 2 tonight. And now he's got 2 homers this series. Gleyber Torres, left field and gone. 430 feet. 22nd bomb of the year. This designated hitter on the 1-year deal has proven he wants an extension for sure. Where will Torres end up this offseason? Will he find himself on a big deal with the Tigers? Or is it going to be a big deal somewhere else? 22 bombs on the year already. Look who's following him, Mr. 3 for 3, Spencer Torkelson. Takes the outside fastball for ball 1. 2 home runs tonight. And a single. Multiple RBIs. Ground ball over to short. Rocchio's got to make a running play. He's there. Throw on the first is in time. Mr. Invincible is human. Great play by Rocchio. He had to get moving for that one. Sets up and fires a dot over to low. It's Jordan Westberg. He's been struggling this series, man. He's trying to get it together, but here's another pop-up into right field. Inning over. So we're through 7. Gleyber Torres adds to the home run party. It's an 8-0 ball game. Daniel Schneemann leading things off here in the top of the 8th. Reese Olson is still out there. A little blooper over to Sweeney. Caught for out number 1. Now batting will be Brian Rocchio. Or Rocchio. First pitch by Olson. It's his 85th of the night. Misses high for ball 1. Well, the 31,000 fans in attendance tonight have really seen a show, haven't they? Olson's been slicing them up. The offense has been bopping.
That's ball 3.
These misses have been really close. Olson's not even going to argue with it. Look at him. He's like, I'm basically done with my day. There's a 3-0 count. It's a 4-pitch walk to Rocchio to lead off or to follow the one out. It's a second walk allowed by Olson. And here comes AJ Hinch out of the dugout. Hey, kid, you got an 8-run deficit or an 8-run lead. But it's not worth staying in this game longer than you need to. He's definitely giving him props there on the mound. So Reese Olson walks off. I wish the fans would have given him a standing ovation. He deserves it. He pitched himself into the 8th inning. Jason Foley will follow out of the bullpen. 67 innings this year. 3.34 ERA. 21.2% strikeout percentage. Righties have been mashing against him, but lefties have not. With an 8-run lead, we're going to give him a chance to pitch to some righties here. He throws heat and gas. Something that Olson wasn't really doing. He's just kind of a location guy. This is a ground ball over to Sweeney. Throw on to second. Throw on to first. Double play to end the 8th. Jason Foley comes out of the bullpen and immediately initiates a double play ball. Cleveland is still held scoreless through 8 innings. Colt Keith has a double and a single today, and he's scored both times he's reached. First pitch, misses high. Lively still on the mound for Cleveland. He's definitely just mopping this game up. 1-1 count. Ground ball over to first. Quickly covers, and there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher,
Jake Rogers is going to follow. He's been having a pretty good day. 2 for 3. A double and a single. First pitch. Grounded over to third again. Throw on to first in time. Quickly 2 down. Trey Sweeney now with 2 away. He's got a chance to extend the inning. Looking for his first hit of the ball game. Lined into center field. That ball's hit hard at the wall. Off the top of the wall. Sweeney's in with a stand-up 2-out double. Trey Sweeney, your 5th of the season. He's staying hot. 1-0 to Baez. Line to second, caught. by Schneemann. The 8th inning will end. Cleveland looks to try to fight out of their 8-run deficit. More baseball when we come back. Is Jason Foley still out there to end this game? Swung through the 100-mile-per-hour fastball is low. He's got an 8-game hitting streak on the line, and he'll extend it to 9. Blooped over the head of Sweeney. Baez is there with a tuck and roll. It's a leadoff single here in the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
I won't lie to you, whenever I watch the Tigers allow a runner, I'm like, oh. This lead could be gone in a flash. You never know. Grab ball over to Keith. Potential double play. On to second. On to first in time. What am I even talking about? 4-6-3 double play. There's quickly 2 away here in the 9th. With a challenging hitter at the plate. First pitch to Noel. Swung through and missed. 0-2 count. Down to their last strike. Popped up. Who wants it? Torkelson says I'm there. Ball game. 8-0. What a comeback victory from yesterday. Where we got smashed 9-7. We show up today and we say, hey, that's not us. Nuh-uh. Here's 8 runs dumped on your head. Detroit looks to take the series tomorrow night. Reese Olson gets the win, 12-7 on the year now. Shane Bieber is 12-11 on the year. He'll get hits with the loss. The Guardians score 5 hits, and that's all. While the Tigers get 8 runs off of 12 hits. No errors for both clubs. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Detroit Tigers Baseball. About halfway through this episode, I decided to try to change up how I record the audio, so now I'm in a blanket for it. While trying to get the best version of the audio I can for you guys. With the Elgato and everything, expect this Tiger series to ramp up more as well with more MLB The Show videos. We have we have a White Sox Draft to Glory coming out soon. And I appreciate you giving me your time today. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment how you think the rest of this series will go. Thank you.